Welcome back to Lessons in Property with me, Steve Hand. And this week we've got Chelsea with us, one of our bridging team. So last week we talked about collateral charges. This week Chelsea's going to talk about auction purchases. So fire away.
Yeah, so I've had one complete recently, which was an auction. She only had a couple of weeks to complete on the purchase. So obviously speed was very important, which it is anyway for auctions, because they do typically only give you 28 days usually. Some auction houses can give you 56 days if they are a modern auction, but then you do have some that only give you 14 days to complete. Wow. So that's very important that we do find out how long they are going to give you to complete on the purchase, because that will determine which lender we do put it with for you. Yeah. Because some lenders do work quicker than others. But in this particular case, you only had a couple of weeks to complete, so it was ideal that we put it with together for speed. They are the quickest lender. They'll also do an online valuation on the property too. If it passes, it's free as well. They'll not need to have a valuation carried out on it. That will help speed the application up even more. But yeah, we managed to get it through on time. She had the cash to put in for the renovations, and we didn't want to use any other properties as extra security or extra collateral. We were just purely securing against this property that she won from auction, and she just needed the money for the shortfall, which she managed to find for her. The property itself was in a really sought after area by the sea, so she wanted to purchase it to do it up and use it as a holiday let.
Does that lender lend on non-residential assets, like maybe light industrial classifications or commercial?
They do, yeah. The only problem is then, if it is an auction purchase again, and it's commercial or it's semi-commercial, that particular lender, and all lenders actually will require a full valuation then to be done on it. Yeah. They will never do an online valuation on a semi-commercial or commercial property, so that can slow things down a little bit. Yeah. So especially if you do have only 14 days, it is quite risky for it to go through in time. Yeah. But then there's still options available anyway to get it through quick.
What's like the qualifications for it being an online valuation if it's a residential use class?
Yeah, so if it's a residential use class, with Together, they will basically do an online valuation on any kind of residential property up to 75% loan to value. Good. Yeah, if it's a purchase. So.
And as well, have I got this right? With the legal side of things, do they do dual representation or help people out with the legal cost side of things?
They will offer dual representation, that lender, and internal solicitors as well, which can speed things up even quicker than that. The only thing is, if it is under £100,000 the loan amount, they will always charge an exit fee, which is 1 month's interest. Yeah. But I suppose if you are not planning to keep the bridge for very long, and it is going to be a quick turnaround, it's only an extra month's interest, so it's it's still worth it for the cost that you're saving on a valuation, and legal fees are also cheaper than other lenders, so kind of evens itself out.
Yeah, so if it's an auction purchase, I guess in your head you've got maybe 2 or 3 go-to lenders. I'm sure there's others, but like that are really good for a cost point of view and a time-saving point of view.
100%, yeah. I'd say there's about 2 that I can really trust on for speed. Yeah. For auctions, yeah. I wouldn't want to risk putting it with any other lender.
No, because I guess there's so many lenders out there, isn't there? But it's like the reputation, the certainty, all these things come into it, and our relationship with that lender. And naturally, you can't have great relationships with 300 lenders. No. You've got to like hone it in a bit, haven't you?
Yeah, definitely.
So yeah, that's good. We talked about the collateral charge things, which, as you know, you've done a few of these. It's good for 100% lending. Yeah. But sometimes clients have got money for the refurb and they've got a bit towards the deposit. Yeah. In which case, they might as well go with a lender that has a lower rate of interest or lower fees if they've got the funds and they're happy to use them for that project. Yeah. Or, like I guess Together, you will find lenders with a lower rate of interest, but there's not many lenders that will do it as quick as them. No. They're a bit more streamlined, aren't they?
Absolutely, and also as well, even though the rate can sometimes be slightly higher than with other lenders, overall, if you are only keeping the bridge for say 3 months, because of the cost of the legals being cheaper, and also maybe not needing a valuation carried out, it can sometimes still work out cheaper.
Of course, yeah.
So don't be put off by the interest rate if it is higher than another lender, because sometimes it can still work out cheaper overall.
Yeah, it's not just about the rate, is it? No. You've got to look at things holistically.
In a bigger picture, yeah, definitely. Yeah.
Oh, that's great. Well, Chelsea, thank you. That's been great. Talking about auction purchases. I'm not sure what we're talking about next time, but it'll be something exciting. So look forward to seeing you then.